Devotional journey through Psalm 5. Psalm 5 is a sacred prayer of trust that carries deep devotion and petition for God's righteous justice. Designed for the stillness of the morning, it is a psalm that helps believers anchor their hearts in God before the day begins. Its verses take the soul on a reflective journey, moving from supplication to the joy of confidence, from grappling with the reality of wickedness to resting in the assurance of God's protective favor. As Christians, the early hours of dawn offer a precious opportunity to realign our spirit with God's truth. Psalm 5 beautifully exemplifies this process, presenting a progression of emotions: dependence, reverence, and jubilation. Its rich imagery, the shield of favor, the house of mercy, the triumphant joy of those who trust in Him, resonates deeply with the believer's walk of faith. This meditation is an invitation to begin your day with solemn devotion, to step into God's presence and experience His righteousness and mercy. Imagine the rising sun dispelling the darkness, just as His grace lights your path. Let this psalm prepare your heart to meet the day with faith and peace. Begin your morning devotion by quieting your heart. Step away from distractions and let the stillness of dawn surround you. Close your eyes and picture yourself kneeling before the Creator of all things. Offer your first thoughts and your heart to God, placing your trust in Him as your King and Sustainer. With an air of solemnity, allow your voice to rise in prayer, confident that He listens and cares deeply. In your mind, create a serene chapel bathed in the soft golden light of sunrise. The air is motionless, sacred, as though time itself pauses for the holiness of this communion. Picture your prayer, a gentle offering, rising upward like smoke from a candle, filling the space with the fragrance of faith and devotion. Give ear to my words, O Lord, consider my meditation. Hearken unto the voice of my cry, my King and my God, for unto Thee will I pray. My voice shalt Thou hear in the morning, O Lord. In the morning will I direct my prayer unto Thee and will look up. Let this verse be your anchor in the morning, and direct your first thoughts toward the One who holds the day in His hands. After presenting your prayers, reflect on the struggles you face, the challenges, fears, and injustices that weigh upon your heart. Bring them before God, trusting in His unfailing righteousness. With reverence, acknowledge His justice, knowing that He stands firm as a shield against all that opposes His truth. Though you may find yourself on a battlefield, surrounded by ominous shadows, representing deceit and rebellion, yet clasped in your hands is a radiant shield, glowing brilliantly with God's light. This shield represents His favor and protection, and its luminescence causes the darkness to shrink back, leaving you secure in His care. For Thou art not a God that hath pleasure in wickedness, neither shall evil dwell with Thee. The foolish shall not stand in Thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity. Thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing. The Lord will abhor the bloody and deceitful man. Through this reflection, recognize the power of God's righteousness and His unwavering stand against all that is false and harmful. Shift your heart to focus on God's grace and mercy. Picture yourself approaching His holy house, knowing it is a place of unmeasured kindness and love. Bring your gratitude to the forefront, worshiping Him with reverent awe, for He has called you into His presence. God's kingdom is a grand temple, its gates flung wide open to welcome you. Inside, the light is radiant and alive, filling you with peace and belonging. You step across the threshold, and the air carries the sweet comfort of God's Spirit. Imagine bowing in this place, awestruck by His holiness, and giving thanks for the abundance of His mercy that never fails. But as for me, I will come into Thy house in the multitude of Thy mercy, and in Thy fear will I worship toward Thy holy temple. God's mercy invites reverence and awe. Let your heart accept this truth as you worship Him for His goodness and grace. Take time to reflect on the justice of God. He is the discerner of hearts, exposing lies and rebellion and standing against deceit. Pray for His righteousness to guide your thoughts and actions as you navigate life's complexities. Pray also for the world, that His truth may overcome the darkness. While the city of man is crumbling and cloaked in darkness, its ruins caused by the lies and pride of rebellion. But through this brokenness, God's truth shines, like a piercing beam of light, breaking through the shadows. The evil structures fall, replaced by a holy glow of justice and righteousness. In this scene, witness the triumph of his light, which banishes all that is unfaithful. For there is no faithfulness in their mouth. Their inward part is very wickedness. Their throat is an open sepulchre. They flatter with their tongue. Destroy thou them, O God. Let them fall by their own counsels. Cast them out in the multitude of their transgressions, for they have rebelled against thee. As you reflect, ask the Lord to purify your own heart, to keep you aligned with his truth. Conclude your meditation with joy and thanksgiving. Rejoice in the promise that God's love surrounds you as a shield, safeguarding you with his unfailing protection. Let this sense of favor fill your heart with peace, joy, and courage as you prepare to face the day. The Father's love is a sunlit meadow. The warmth of the morning embraces you, and around you is a radiant heavenly shield symbolizing God's unshakable love. Creation itself joins in harmony. Birds sing, flowers bloom, and the breeze whispers his presence. But let all those that put their trust in thee rejoice. Let them ever shout for joy, because thou defendest them. Let them also that love thy name be joyful in thee. For thou, Lord, wilt bless the righteous. With favor wilt thou compass him as with a shield. Let this verse renew your spirit, reminding you of the certainty of God's love and defense as you begin your day in faith. Psalm 5 is a powerful morning meditation, offering believers a profound structure for their devotion. It moves the soul through crucial moments, an urgent plea for guidance, the gravity of trusting in God's justice, the peace of gratitude for his mercy, and the joyful embrace of his favor. From the solemn quiet of morning prayers to the radiant shield of divine protection, these scenes offer a rich visual representation of the heart's journey toward God. The psalm reminds us of his dual role as a loving protector and a righteous judge. In beginning the day with Psalm 5, believers are equipped to face life's trials with confidence, assured of God's steadfast care. This psalm teaches us to rest in his sovereignty and to rejoice in the shelter of his unyielding love. Start your day here, rooted in prayer, aligned with his truth and brimming with hope.